You don't only have to rely on the algorithm. I am learning that. Who knows, by the time you see this, 2 views, 2 likes. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. And however this finds you, I hope that it finds you well. You all know that I am a marketer. You all know that I love social impact. And here's the thing, social impact is a key lever to my personal brand, to everything that I approach. And I'm going to share with you just how you can build a personal brand that is driven by purpose. Ready? All right, let's go. Building a purpose-driven brand, a purpose-driven personal brand, it goes beyond just showcasing your skills and accomplishments. It's about connecting what you value, that is your deeper motivations and your strengths, to your professional identity. Today, where authenticity is increasingly valued, a purpose-driven personal brand can set you apart and not only make you more competitive, but make you feel more fulfilled in your career, in your business, in everything that you do. Starting with understanding exactly what purpose-driven branding really means. A personal brand isn't just about business. It's about who you are as a person. That we've established. And while business branding focuses on a company's identity and values, personal branding is about you, your experiences, expertise, your character. And when that brand is driven by purpose, it becomes even more volatile, even more powerful. A purpose-driven personal brand aligns with your work, your values, and your mission, and it creates a deeper connection with those who engage with you. It's a brand that communicates not just what you do, but why you do it. This authenticity actually helps you to build trust, foster meaningful relationships, and creates career opportunities that resonate with your core values. So for example, if it is that you are a chef and you're focused on healthy recipes, I'm gonna press you and ask you, why is that important to you? We're gonna unearth that. You might answer, well, because I love the way eating healthy makes me feel. Well, why is that important? Well, because when I feel good, I can support people around me. And most importantly, I can support myself. Well, why is that important? Well, I want to make sure that I'm here for a long time to fulfill my dreams and my legacy. That's the why. That's the unearthing. That is the digging, if you will. Let's talk about frameworks for building a personal brand with purpose. There are several structured approaches that can guide you to building a purposeful personal brand. Try saying that like 20 times. Let's take a look at a few of these key frameworks. The 4 C's framework. This framework revolves around 4 core elements. That is clarity, meaning you clearly understand who you are and what you stand for. Consistency, you consistently represent these values across platforms. Life is a platform. Content, you share content that reflects your brand and values. And communication, you build relationships and convey your brand authentically. If you were to look at my brand going back over 10 years ago to what it represents today, those 4 C's align. I remember a guy, he said to me, oh, I Googled and I was able to find your Instagram. I'm like, good, I'm glad. Everything that y'all see about me, I have curated, and not in an inauthentic way. So meaning not in a way that's all fancy flush with patina, but it is every part of me, every lever that I want you to see, to experience. It is truly who I am across any given platform, including offline. So what you experience when it comes to my values, my desires, my dreams. That is who I am online and off. I am moving and living in purpose, always. Back to the framework. Start by asking yourself, what do I want people to remember about me when I leave the room? This will help guide how you develop clarity around your brand and communicate it in a consistent way. The next framework is called 7 Pillars. It involves focusing on these 7 key elements. First is purpose. Why do you do what you do? Is it because you want to change the world? Is it because the example that I used earlier, where you want to have the most energy? Is it because you want people to live enduring and healthy lives? Why do you do what you do? Next is values. What guiding principles shape your decisions? So for me, equity and fairness, that value, you will find that value, that principle in everything that I do. Equity. Another one for me is access. And when I say access, it means from as small as you go into Target and the escalators are turned off. You want to talk about something that burns my blood? Because all I'm thinking is that if I were not able-bodied, how would I get downstairs? What's going on here? All the way to if someone reaches out to me, providing information that they need freely, easily. Access means everything. So you see there, I named 2. And believe me, I have more than that. But we ain't got time. Next up is clarity. Understand and communicate your strengths. Perhaps you are a connector. Being able to know that about yourself and communicate that outwardly with clarity is power. Up next, strengths. Leveraging your unique skills and talents. What is it that you bring to the table? You know, as some red pill people say. What is it that you do well? And not only you do it well, but it probably comes second nature to you. Next is energy. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that gives you a burst, a jolt? And you do it easily, effortlessly. Legacy. And I talk about this a lot. What is the long-term impact that you want to leave? For me, y'all, it is the belief that 20, 30 years from now, and who knows, I don't know where YouTube will be, but someone will stumble upon this channel who looks and sounds like me and not only sees themselves in the content that I've put forward, but it is useful, helpful. It changes things for them. That is legacy to me. Ownership. So we all hear that you didn't take ownership and accountability. Ownership is taking responsibility for your brand and for how it grows, how it moves, and its direction. Those are the key pillars. This holistic approach ensures that your brand is not just reactive, but is strategically built on your long-term goals and your values. Now it's time to develop your personal brand roadmap. Now that you have an understanding of what a purpose-driven brand entails, let's map out the steps that you'll need to take to build your own. First is self-assessment and reflection. Start by evaluating those strengths, values, and passions that we talked about. A useful exercise here is a personal SWOT analysis. So that is your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities, and threats. And reflect on what motivates you and what impact you want to have on your personal and professional life. So for me, a strength is that I see different pieces of the puzzle and know how to connect them. And that makes me a powerful strategist. But a weakness is that we want to do all of the things all at once. And sometimes it can be a little bit difficult deciding which to do first. Hello, executive function. Once you've done that self-reflection, define your brand vision. Ask yourself again, what do I stand for? What do I want to achieve? Here we are continuing to interrogate. A personal brand mission statement that is driven by purpose It'll help you stay focused. Use Simon Sinek's why, how, what model to guide your vision. I'll leave the link below for you. Your why is your purpose, why you do what you do. Your how is your unique approach, and your what is the product or service you offer. Together, these shape the personal core message. Y'all, time for a little more fun, and that is identifying your target audience. Who are you trying to reach with your personal brand? Whether it's clients, employees, peers, identifying your target audience for purpose is key. Consider their needs, their preferences, and how they engage with the world. Use that information to create a detailed profile of your ideal audience. Think about how your brand can not only speak to them, but how it can lead them, help them, move things for them. Next is developing your unique value proposition. So we talked about this, your UVP or your sauce. What is it that makes you stand out? What is your unique value proposition? And it should be a blend of your skills, your experiences, and your perspectives that no one else has, y'all. I don't care what social media might tell you, there is no other person who is like you, and lean into that. Don't be afraid to do it differently. Make a list of what sets you apart and distill that into a concise statement that communicates your value to your audience. Next, build your online presence. Your online presence is key, it's crucial in today's digital world. So I talked about this before, but making sure that your LinkedIn profile, for example, is up to date and reflects that brand vision that's driven by purpose, that's everything. But you don't only have to rely on the algorithm. I am learning that. Who knows, by the time you see this, 2 views, 2 likes. I'm watching you, YouTube. I'm watching you. Anyway, create your own space. Create a personal website, a blog, a medium where you can share your thoughts, your expertise through articles, videos, posts. That'll help position you as a thought leader in your field. Up next, engaging and networking in spaces that are like-minded with a little bit of tension put in there. We don't only want to be in spaces where everybody's a yes man, everybody's a yes woman, everybody thinks like you. We want to be in spaces where it's not always binary. I know it can be comfortable to be in those spaces, but in order to bring the essence of who you are, the many facets, I encourage you to network with people who think differently from you. Join professional groups, attend webinars, engage with industry thought leaders that are driven by purpose. The more you engage, the more visibility, and the more people will associate your name with a brand that is fueled by purpose. Always learn and always seek feedback. Now, I mentioned this earlier on in the year. Some people are feedback averse. I know. Some people hate it. But feedback is necessary. Your personal brand, driven by purpose, it's a living entity. It's ever evolving. It should actually evolve as you grow. And regularly seeking feedback from mentors, peers, your audience, that ensures that you stay true to your purpose. If necessary, adjust your messaging and approach to better reflect who you are and who you want to be. That's why having that baseline that we just talked about is important, because you'll be able to see how far you've strayed, if you've strayed, and how you need to reel it back. Next up, stay updated and continue learning. You're gonna hear me say this over and over again. Y'all, we will learn until the day that we leave this earth in this body. The world is constantly changing, and staying current is essential for keeping your purpose-fueled personal brand relevant. Make ongoing learning a part of your strategy by taking courses, attending conferences, or reading industry literature. Y'all, Coursera is my friend. As y'all know, ChatGPT is my friend. Google search, I've never met one that I don't like. Jeopardy, I'm constantly learning, and it makes me better. It makes me feel good. Protecting your brand. Your personal brand is a valuable asset. And so, that said, it is important to protect it. Keep an eye on your online reputation by using Google Alerts to monitor mentions of your name and address any negative feedback promptly. You've got to be proactive about maintaining a positive and consistent image. So remember the example that I used above? Everything that you see has been carefully curated. And the value of that pays off long term. I told you I would not be here for a long time. I know you wanted me to be. Building a purpose-driven personal brand is more than just creating a professional identity. It is about aligning your career with what you value, with your own mission statement. By following the framework that I've named, and by talking to me and others like me, putting in the necessary self-reflection and work, you'll create a brand that's not only authentic, but one that sets you apart in today's landscape, which is extremely crowded, noisy, and a bunch of other things. With the right tools, mindset, and strategy, your personal brand, fueled by purpose, it will become a powerful force in your professional journey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with some of your girlies or guys. You know how we get down. And until next time, keep living on purpose. Remember, you're capable of big things.